Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1984 comedy 16 Candles, starring Molly Ringwald and Anthony Michael Hall. Of course, this is one movie of the 10,000 movies, and at least it felt that way, that John Hughes either wrote, directed, or did both. And this, in 16 Candles, John Hughes wrote and directed it, and he also starred Molly Ringwald in this movie. I think that's about every other movie that John Hughes did back in the 80s. He had Molly Ringwald in there, and this was like 5 years earlier. She was in the original cast of Facts of Life, and now I think this might have been like her first movie, and she was actually 16 years old at the time the movie came out. So it's kind of ironic that she was 16 in the movie 16 Candles. Of course, this movie stars Molly Ringwald as the title character, and who was on her 16th birthday, and her family completely forgot her birthday. And the next day, her older sister was going to get married the very next day. So all the hoopla and all the craziness preparing for her family was preparing for his older sister's wedding, they completely forgot her 60th birthday, which of course a 60th birthday for a girl is a big deal. Sweet 16. Instead of having a sweet 16 party, they're preparing for her wedding. Her older sister's wedding, and all this craziness. It's almost kind of like the same type of feel you have if you watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's like almost the same, which I just recently reviewed. It's like the same type of feeling and same type of situation going here, and like little vignettes and interwoven stories between all the different characters, and that's what this is. And Anthony Michael Hall plays this little geeky guy who becomes friends with Molly Ringwald's character, and he's kind of like the Ducky in this episode, which is another John Hughes movie starring Molly Ringwald, Pretty in Pink, when he plays a geeky friend. And of course, Molly Ringwald has the hots for the best looking guy in town, in the school, who is going out with the hottest girl in town. And you had all this play going on, and meanwhile, the good-looking guy's girlfriend gets drunk at a party, and Anthony Michael Hall's character drives her home, and supposedly drives her home, and he makes it out or pretends that he had sex with the good-looking guy's girlfriend, and then Anthony Michael Hall and her, by the end of this movie, they become friends, and they start going out together. And because she was so drunk, she was so drunk or so hungover, she didn't really remember if they actually had sex or not. And Anthony Michael Hall pretends that they did. And so, oh, did I like it? And he goes, yeah, you liked it. That type of thing. And meanwhile, Anthony Michael Hall's character actually asks Molly Ringwald's character if he could borrow her underwear, and she gives him she actually gives him her underwear at one point, and he goes to the bathroom. He actually tries the mission, look at the girls with all the other geeks in the school, and he holds them up in the air and says, "Oh, here's her underwear," and they all go crazy. And like, see, I mean, this is what goes for comedy back then, back in the 80s, believe it or not. And also you have like the geeky or dorky high school exchange student, Kenny. I think it was Kenny. Kind of what I know I'm mispronouncing his name, but if you really want to see it, check out the I Love the 80s shows from VH1. I think they're still up here on YouTube. And Kenny Watanabe, I believe his name is. His name is called the Doctor. The Doctor knows, the ultimate nerd in the movies. And he goes out with this crazy girl, and they constantly say, "Oh, no more Yankee, no more Yankee." And he has all those crazy lines in the film that was often repeated back then. And this guy got so drunk and so hungover. I mean, it's really ridiculous, really over the top. and I mean, he was so hungover he didn't even go to the wedding at the end of the film, and Molly Ringwald's sister was so hungover for taking tranquilizers, she was so out of it. They actually had to drag her down the aisle in the wedding dress at the wedding. I mean that was really, really funny. And on the morning of the wedding, that's when the parents, or Molly Ringwald's parents, apologized for forgetting her birthday the day before. And then, of course, at the end of the movie, the good-looking guy actually decides to go out with Molly Ringwald, Molly Ringwald's character, and he has his little birthday cake with her with the 16 candles, on the cake. And he says, "Well, I'll make a wish." And I said, "Well, my wish already came true already." And that's her going out with the guy, and they kiss at the end of the movie, and that's it. I mean, this is like a stereotypical movie of that time, or that era, of this teenage film with John Hughes movies, and I mean, this movie is like totally unrealistic. I mean, all the craziness was there, but it's like so like teenage angst and all that stuff. John Hughes. I think the best teenage movie of the '80s was Lucas, which was the very first movie review I ever did here on YouTube. So if you've never seen my review of Lucas, check that out. That one is more realistic, a little bit better than any of the John Hughes movies. And even though John Hughes films has like this cult classic thing going on, but Lucas was the best teenage movie of the 1980s, in my opinion. Even though I like Molly Ringwald, I think Michael Hall was the ultimate gig loser, in the 80s. But this movie, it was like, it was okay. If you've seen one John Hughes movie, you've seen them all. Especially if they happen to store Molly Ringwald. They're all pretty much the same. You see one of Molly Ringwald's teen films in the 80s, especially John Hughes films. You see them all. Right? They're all pretty much the same, because of course the same guy won. So that's my review of the movie 16 Candles. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video on your Facebook pages. You check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. That's over WDY. And that's c.com. There's a homepage and Rowdy Reviewer, Chrisley Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.